Hello and welcome to another edition of the Sports Writers on the Web. I'm Herald-Whig sports editor Donald O'Brien alongside Blake Toppmeyer and Matt Schuckman. We are winding down the fall sports season, just a couple of teams left standing. We'll start with the football first. We have two teams in our area left standing, one on the Illinois side of the river, one on the Missouri side of the river. We'll take Brown County, Blake Toppmeyer. Who you got? Are they going to survive or will it be over for the Hornets?
I think it may be over. It's tough to call. I mean, the first time these two teams matched up, Triopia and Brown County, it came down to a 2-point conversion late in the game. If Brown County stops that, maybe I think Brown County's the favorite. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be weighing it on that one
at
play.
Brown County?
It is at Brown County.
The Sting squad will be out in full
force.
Yes,
it will be. And it is tough to win playoff games at Brown County, although Tuscaloosa did beat Brown County in the playoffs at Mount Sterling last year. I don't know. For some reason, I just get the feeling that Triopia's playing a little bit better right now. Pitched a shutout in their playoff game last week. So I think it'll be a close game. I think it'll be a good game. Probably not too high scoring, but I'd probably pick Triopia.
Chuck?
I'm just the opposite. I think because it's at Brown County, because these two teams were in such a dogfight the first time, and they scored the 2-point conversion, correct me if I'm wrong, but with 1 second left.
Yeah, there wasn't a couple seconds at most, I think. Yeah.
So, it literally came down to the last play. And I think Brown County has the idea of it wants revenge. And the motivating factor there is huge. The fact that the Sting squad will be out in full force, the Harleys will be revved up. I mean, the atmosphere, and I've covered a playoff game in Brown County. It's an incredible atmosphere. Anybody who's been to a game, I think if you just go there on a Friday night, it's a great atmosphere, but amp it up a little more. I just got a feeling this will be the Hornets game, but it's going to come down. It'll be somebody misses an extra point, somebody doesn't make a 2-point conversion. Something like that is going to determine this game.
Split decision on the Illinois side of the river. One team left in Missouri, that's South Shelby. Blake, you've certainly become the mayor of Shelby, or at least the southern part of Shelby County over the last couple of weeks. What are South Shelby's chances Saturday when they go to Western?
I've been impressed with South Shelby the last couple of weeks. They were a team sitting pretty much dead in the water after, at the midway point of the season. They're at 2-4. Now they've won 6 in a row. Having said that, their competition is going to step up big time this week. Western just knocked off Salisbury on Wednesday. Salisbury is previously unbeaten, so that's a good Western football team. They shut out Salisbury, and Western beat South Shelby last year. So the game's at Western. I'd like Western in this game. I think South Shelby, they've looked good the last several weeks. Their competition hasn't been the greatest. I mean, nothing against Knox or Louisiana, but you would expect South Shelby to win those games. So certainly South Shelby, I think, is the underdog in this one.
Sure.
I would agree with that. I think you have to also look at the fact that South Shelby up front is so young. 3 freshmen in the starting line, offensive line. By now, coaches will tell you, well, they're no longer freshmen. They've been through the wars of the regular season. Well, you know what? They're still freshmen.
They're not sophomores now yet?
No,
or juniors or seniors?
No, not yet. So I got a feeling that could be a factor. And I just think Western's a better team.
That's football-wise. Volleyball, we're down to one team. Blake, you sat here on this very program last week. It was seen by 1.2 million people on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And you said that Quincy Notre Dame would survive and they'd make it to state volleyball tournament. They're in.
They're in.
Now what are their chances of moving on from here?
It's going to get pretty difficult from here. You look and the big reason I say that is the other 3 teams in the semifinals were all at Redbird last season. And I think that experience is huge. Now, on the flip side of that, most of these Q&D players have been at Redbird for a different sport. So I don't think they're going to be overly nervous. But you're talking about good volleyball teams that they're going up against. St. Teresa has 3 losses all season. That's who Q&D is going to be playing in the semifinals. The other half of the bracket, you got a Chicago Heights team. His record isn't very good, like 22-18, but they're defending state champion, so you have to like their chances as well. And then you have Breeze Central. They're a team that's good year in and year out. In volleyball, Breeze is always good. But talking to the players this week, one thing with Q&D, they've been the underdogs throughout the entire season. No one thought that they would be standing at this point. They don't mind being the underdogs. I think they kind of like it that people probably aren't thinking that they should win the state title this weekend, because that gives them a chance to go in and surprise some people like they've done all season.
They're guaranteed to bring home a trophy for the first time since 2001. What's that trophy going to say on the bottom line?
I'll take third. I think they'll go 1-1. They play St. Teresa. For some reason, I just got a feeling that St. Teresa is going to be extremely good. I'm not quite sure who they'll play in that third place match. I think Breeze Central and Chicago Heights is a bit of a toss-up, but this Notre Dame team's just been too impressive recently for me to think that they're gonna lose 2 in a row.
Chuck, quickly, what do you got them? What trophy are they bringing home?
Number 2.
They're bringing home second?
I think they'll win the semifinal and then lose to Breeze Central.
Okay.
I think Breeze Central will be your champion this year.
Second place, third place, Brown County lose, Brown County win. They both have South Shelby going down. We'll see how right they are. We'll recap that next week as well as looking ahead to my favorite time of the year, basketball. We'll do that next week. You've been watching the Sports Writers on the Web.